Hey everyone, it's Sandy, and I am going to share with you my first page of my art book or art journal. This is the first page, and I had already put gesso on it, and I'm going to put a piece of paper so I won't mess up the page behind it. And basically, this is the first time I've ever done any type of art journaling or mixed media, so I am picking out some gelatos that I like, and I am just kind of placing them here with no really rhyme or reason, just kind of trying to learn how to work with different things. I've had these gelatos for a while, and I've only used them on one other layout, and so now I try and spread it with my fingers. And what I'm finding out is that I really should have a towel nearby. That's why I keep looking at my fingers. So I'm going to keep trying to spread the paint out. And then I remember that I've seen people squirt water on them, and then they move a lot easier, which it made a big difference. So then I got a towel and I start wiping some of the color away, spray a little bit more, and then I really like the way that's coming out. And you can kind of see the gesso pattern that it leaves behind from the gelatos being wiped away. So I dry it really quickly, and then I got some matte medium, and I'm trying to squeeze it out, and then it eventually pops on me. It has a clog in there, and there we go, the lid pops off, or the nozzle, and it's just so funny when it happens. It's even funnier that it's on here. So yeah, so then I just start tearing this page apart and putting it in different areas. I have no plan of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use some of the stuff up that came in this kit. And so there we go, I'm doing that, and then I run out of space or memory on my camera, and then here you're going to notice it's different. So I've already kind of put some Cup of Joe Heroes Art dauber on it with some paint, with some glimmer mist on there as well. Is how I got the color. And now I am trying to find some thickers to use. And I like these because they're a little bit flat, and the other ones I pulled out at first were foam. So I'm going to put randomness, and I'm trying to fix it where I can put random and then ness below it. So here I am, and I figure I'm missing an E, so I use a F that I will change into an E in just a few minutes. So I get my matte medium out again, and I apply it there so my thickers will stick a little bit better. And I start to put my words back, and it's really fun doing this. I had a hard time at first trying to do it and just getting nervous to do my first page, but as I got started and a few ideas came to me, I just kind of went with it, and I really enjoyed doing it. So I'm glad I got this kit, and it's just so much more fun and not easier, but it's kind of like it doesn't matter if you mess up. So I really did enjoy doing this process, like with the journal. This is also the second time I'm posting this to YouTube, because the first time you could hear my voice, the chipmunks in the background, and it was so annoying, and I just had to take it down and redo the voiceover, and I sped it up a lot more. So and down there I'm using some cut and paste letters, and that one says unique, but I'm noticing that I find some other words that say one of a kind, and that's what I end up putting below that. And then as I'm putting that down, I'm thinking, well, do I want it to say Book of Randomness or My Book of Randomness? So I figure, yeah, I do. So I'm going to start up there with Book of, and then eventually I'm going to add my to it as well. So like I said, this is just a lot of fun and really, really new to me. So I really have no clue what I'm doing, just kind of learning as I go. But Lisa and I both talked about us wanting to do it, and we watched different people on YouTube who do mixed media, and they just make it seem so much fun. So we both decided to give it a try, and this is, like I said, my first page to my book. So. And another thing I like right here where I put Book book of, I need to move it over, and it's so forgiving. Like, you can totally move your letters over and it's not going to mess anything up. So I really like that too. And I do like how forgiving it is. And I was telling her how worried I was to do my first page. She's like, well, if you don't like it, just put some gesso on it and start over, which is very, very true. So I do, and those letters keep moving, but eventually I get them down. So I am almost done with this, and I'm just putting some more matte medium on top just to make sure those stay. And I'm going to go ahead and find a stamp, and I think it says, oh, I forget what it says, maybe documented on this day, and then I stamp the date on it. And I stamped it off on the piece of paper right there, that scrap piece. Thank goodness, because I had the wrong date. I had the 26th instead of the 25th. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I'm just looking for some ink right now, and I find my memento. So I go ahead and stamp off first, and it's the wrong date, then I go ahead and stamp on. So there we go, and I start to dry it, and pretty much I'm happy with it, and I think that's how it's going to stay. And just kind of taking off some excess matte medium that I had right there and drying it some more, and I will lift it up for a real quick view. So thanks for watching. Have a good night.